Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Padaye Namaha. Ayodhya chapter number 68. Bharatha is summoned. Recitation begins now. So spoke Sumantra and the other ministers, supported by Markandeya and the other Brahmanas. Vasistha gave meet reply. Bharata resides at present and Shatrughna with him at Rāja-griha, the capital of his uncle. Let fleet horses bear our envoys to bring him back on wings of speed. His Majesty has elected Bharata to take his place on the throne, and we do ill to delay. I see my proposal is acceptable to you. Siddhartha, Vijaya, Jayanta, Ashoka Nandana, draw near and pay heed while I instruct you in detail as to what you should do. Find fleet horses to convey you to Rāja-griha as soon as you can. Betray not in the least any signs of the sad calamity that has befallen us. Salute the princes respectfully and say to Bharata, Lord, Vasistha, your chaplain, and the other ministers make kind enquiries of you. They sent word through us that you come back at once in connection with a very important affair. No word nor hint should escape you of the unhappy exile of Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita to the woods, or of the death of our monarch. Take with you fine dresses and precious ornaments as presents to the king of Kekeya. Delay not. He provided them amply with funds for the journey. They went home, took leave of their people, made careful preparations for the long journey, and soon left Ayodhya behind them on steeds fleet as the wind. They rode west and turned north through the mountains of Apparatala and Pralambha, following the course of the Malini. North of Pralambha, they again resumed their westerly course, crossed the Ganga near Hastinapur, and travelled into Panchala kingdom through the Kuru Jangala dominions, feasting their eyes on many a beautiful lake and flooded stream. On the road still west, they crossed the lovely Sharadanda. On its western bank there stood the mighty tree called Satyopayachana, to the spirit of which they offered due adoration and worship. They passed by the city of Kulinga and crossed the Mount Bodhibhavana. The hamlet Abhikala was soon left behind, and the Ikshmati river came into view, the ancient boundary of the Ikshvaku kings for generations past count. The Brahmanas, profoundly learned in the Vedas, drank of its waters with their hollowed palms. Through Bahalik, they passed on towards Mount Sudama. They paid due reverence to the impression of the holy feet of Lord Vishnu on it, and passing by the Vipasa and the Shalmali, they covered leagues and leagues of hill and dale, river and rivulet, lake and pool, while fierce lions, tigers, and bears stared at them as they tore through the forest like a hurricane. If we bring back Bharata as soon as we can, the funeral rites of Dasharatha will be performed forthwith, and he will ascend to the worlds of happiness. If we take Bharata as soon as we can, Koshala will have a king, and the masterless millions a protector. Further, Bharata will be mightily pleased at being chosen to render his royal father the last offices in death. These thoughts spurred them on to greater speed. And so they entered the city of Girivraja on jaded horses after sunset. Mangalam Koshalendraya Mahaniya Gunaptiye Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam.